I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what my gifts, my talents, my passions are. I don't know what to do, where to start. This issue and these questions truly strike us men at the core of our being. If you are at this point right now, I know what the pain is like. I know what it is like to have no direction in your life as a man. As you can tell from the name of this channel, I truly view this as the core of the masculine journey. Not only the start, but the core throughout everything. As I've guided myself and many other men through this difficult process, through these questions, through these pains, I have learned the mistakes that we are making when looking for a purpose, when looking for a direction. So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to avoid these mistakes, how to find your purpose, and how to begin. Hey man, welcome back to the Masculine Direction. It's good to have you, as always. I'm really happy you are part of this movement. You are truly enriching this community just by being here. This one is major, so I'm not going to waste your time. Let's get into it. Why is it so important to have direction as a man? If a man knows not where he's going, then no wind is favorable. And I found this quote so beautiful because it truly shows you exactly why you must have direction. Whether you are on a ship and you don't know what your destination is, then you also don't know what wind you can use, what wind is actually favoring you. And if you put that in a perspective of your life, then that is literally saying that at the point where you are right now, there are many favorable winds that are being placed in front of you, and you simply cannot see it. You simply do not see those favors. You don't see those opportunities being placed right in front of you. You cannot identify all the gifts you're getting from the universe as you don't know where you are going. And then also the journey, the masculine journey, starts deep within yourself. And deep within yourself, you will find the clues for that direction, for that path, for that purpose, however you want to call it. And I made this YouTube channel initially, The Masculine Direction, because 99% of what I see and hear being obsessed, fixating on the external world, looking first outside of themselves to immediately start doing something because they want money, because they want women, because they want X, Y, and Z, because they want the things that are outside of themselves. And very few men actually take on the noble mission, take on the noble task of first looking inside yourself, which can be uncomfortable at times. So to identify the favorable wind in your life, to identify how you can start your journey and give yourself an unwavering source of drive and motivation, that is why you need direction. Now you are here for one question: how do you find it? That answer begins with the big mistake. You cannot find purpose. Purpose comes to you. It's a big paradox. And so we have all these men that are looking for, finding purpose, often outside of themselves. And it is one big paradox, right? What you must do is to remove whatever it is that is blocking you from receiving your purpose. So rather than finding it, looking for it in the outside world, you must remove the things that are in the way, preventing you from seeing your gifts unravel themselves right before you. Your purpose, your gifts, your passions have always been a theme in your life. So it is not something you can find. It is right there. It is right there, hiding in plain sight. It has always been a narrative in your life. And so the big mistake that most men make is they want to define it. They want to define it first. And so for me, I had a long streak of passivity as I was trying to find it, because I felt I need to find it before doing something. I need to define it first, otherwise there's no point for me to start this business or to do this or to do that. The number one thing I see is men being fixated on having that sentence, that magical sentence that would dissolve all your problems. And I can tell you, after a lot of experience working with other men, that it is a big form of resistance. The resistance inside you knows you very well, and it knows you to the point that it could occupy you for a few years just by telling you, hey, we need this purpose sentence first, right? This statement, otherwise there's no point. So if it has always been there right in front of you, if it has always been a theme throughout your life, and now that we know that you must remove the blockages that are currently there, preventing you from seeing that very simple truth, what do we have to do? First, what I want you to do, stop searching in the external world, stop looking around you, stop trying things for a few days and then switching to the next, and find some silence. I'll give you one example of an exercise you can do right now. I want you to sit down in a quiet room, and with that pen and piece of paper, write down 100 things that you would enjoy doing. And I really want you to get to 100. Probably around 40 or 50 it starts to get hard, but that's exactly what we're doing here, right? We're going into the boredom, into the discomfort, into that silence, into that subconscious state. And as you go and go and go and push out these 100 things you have enjoyed doing throughout your life, and right now, I want you to circle 25 of them that you think you could earn money with. If you have those 25, underline 5 of those that you would do for free. As you're looking at these 5 things, there might very well be a straightforward plan in there. Either one of those 5 is speaking to you. It has been an idea that was there already for a long time, isn't it? And in that case, go right ahead. Take action. Begin. And I'll come back to you later in why you can just begin. And it is likely, if you are still rather confused and don't know exactly what to do with these 5, try to find a narrative between it. Try to connect these 5. What are the common attributes between these 5? How can these be linked? What is the principle that connects them? If as you're learning more about what is under these 5 things, I want you to connect it to the memories you have of yourself as a kid. When did you experience joy? What memories have always been fond? What have you been praised for as a kid? What classes in high school were extremely easy? What parts of these classes were extremely easy? Become an investigator of your own life and try to find the narrative. And once you have it, once you have an idea of this narrative, here comes the hard truth. I want you to simply choose one thing you can do that earns you money, that you like doing, and that is part of that narrative. Because that has always been your direction. It is that narrative that was there all your life. It was that skill of connecting people, that skill of bringing people together, that skill of presenting. Whatever it is that narrative is showing you, and I hear you thinking right now, but what if that is not my purpose? Here comes the secret. For us men, it is action that will inevitably bring forth these gifts and these natural talents and passions, and they will in a very subtle and very natural way push them forward within whatever it is you chose to do. Let me give you an example of someone in the masculine direction. He chose to start a marketing agency, and as he became proficient at it, there were things that he liked and didn't like. And what he always loved very much was the client contact. He was extremely good at sales. He was extremely good at understanding people, talking to them, knowing what they want. And so slowly, naturally, his talents and his purpose came forth, and instead of that marketing agency, now started to help other people create marketing agencies online while traveling. He simply connected the ancient passion inside himself of traveling and seeing the world. He connected it to the thing that he was best at and that came natural to him within that marketing agency: the communication, the sales, the understanding people. He simply combined the dots. He's now doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. See, whatever the subject, whatever the thing you are choosing to do, through that action, you will inevitably, you cannot even stop it. You will see your gifts unravel before your eyes. So rather than finding purpose, it is looking inside yourself, using that exercise I showed you, connecting the dots in your narrative, in your story, and then choosing one project and devote yourself to it. Devoting yourself completely to say, no more doubt can enter my mind. I have chosen. I will succeed in this thing. And no, it will not be forever. It's not a permanent choice. But when we look at that story, you can ask yourself, so was that marketing agency part of his purpose or not? The answer is fucking yes. Because he found exactly what he needed to do through that action. No, it wasn't objectively the marketing agency, but it was the marketing agency that was necessary for him to unravel his gifts, talents, and actual purpose. And so if you are struggling to wrap your head around choosing a task, a project, and sticking to it, understand that if you choose it, this is your purpose, this is your direction, this is your path forward. It is going to show you exactly everything that it is you need to understand. It is going to show you the truth. It is going to show you your purpose. It is a mistake to define your purpose first. Look within yourself, connect the dots, find the narrative, choose the project that matches the narrative, and now devote yourself to that project. Start seeing all the answers come right out in front of you. It has always been action that for us men holds all the answers. And I'm extremely curious, and I do care a lot about how this unravels for you if you are at this point. And that's it. See you in the next one. Hey man, good that you're still watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. The only objective and purpose for me of this YouTube channel is to help you guys forward, to serve you guys. And in this video, I tried to show you a way to do that by yourself. It would not be fair to uphold the other possibility, which is to do it together with me and the other man inside of the masculine direction. We talk about finding your direction and really beginning the masculine journey, setting you up for the rest of your life. Then we are talking exactly about what the masculine direction program is doing. This isn't for the men that are interested in wanting to have a Rolex in 3 months. This is not for the men that want to start in the external world. This is for the men that have this extreme fire inside of themselves and have not yet conquered it, have not yet learned how to express it. And there is only one way for these authentic men, right? For these men that understand that the journey starts inside of themselves. That is exactly what the masculine direction program is about. We start deep within you. Then we put one foot outside, we change your environment, and then lastly, teach you everything that is there to learn about quantum growth instead of linear growth, which is the way of the matrix, right? Linear, incremental steps. There's so much more to it. And so these 3 phases are really designed to set them up with a strong life direction, an environment and life design that serves them, and the ability to do everything 10 times faster. It is the only coaching program that men need for the rest of their lives. For that reason, I don't want to hide that from you when we're talking about purpose. So if you're interested, feel free to book a call with me personally. You can find that link in the description. Whether you do that or do it by yourself, I support you all the way. Go for it, man.